When Kojo and Sogi were young, it was simple. But as they grew, it seemed less simple. Being in love meant one thing to their parents or friends, but to them it meant something different. Sometimes it made them feel good, but it also made them feel confused, guilty, and sometimes worse. They got good at pretending. They had terrible stories about what could happen if they let their secret slip. This is Sogi's story, but it's many others too. In some parts of Africa, there are inspiring laws and constitutions that prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. But despite this, the practice of corrective rape is common in some of these countries where men rape lesbian and bisexual women to try to cure them of their sexual orientation. In other parts of Africa, prosecutions for same-sex conduct have been steadily increasing. One man was jailed after just sending a text to another man. He died in jail from malnutrition and repeated assaults. In one country, a local paper outed 200 people who were supporters of same-sex rights, exposing them to abuse, attacks, eviction from their homes, and dismissal from their jobs. Human rights defenders who work to protect victims of same-sex discrimination are beaten and publicly ridiculed. But how does this story end? In May 2014, the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, alarmed by these acts of violence and discrimination against people because of their sexual orientation or gender identity, and by their failure to investigate and prosecute perpetrators of such human rights violations, called on African states to end this abuse and extend the equal protection of the law to every individual, irrespective of their sexual orientation or gender identity. Help us spread Sogi's story. Every person in Africa should have the right to love whoever they want, the right to dignity, the right to non-discrimination, the right to be free and equal.